One question that I get regularly is, how long does it take to correct posture dysfunctions? So today I'm going to be answering that, and we're going to get to it right now. Welcome back. My name is Ashley Osier, and I'm the posture specialist. If this is your first time to my channel and you want to improve your posture, decrease pain, and enhance your overall wellness, make sure to click the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss anything. The short answer to that question is that there's no exact timing standard for everyone. Each person is different, their body is different, circumstances in their life are different, and so it's really difficult to standardize the timing of when posture dysfunctions are corrected. Now, I do have a 10-week posture program that does give specific individualized instruction and has goals preset. But even in a program like that, not everybody is going to be able to make the changes that they need to make if they have multiple complex and detailed postural dysfunctions. I'm going to give you 5 tips to consider so that you can figure out how long it might actually take you to correct your postural dysfunctions. The first thing that I want you to keep in mind is, do you actually know what your postural dysfunctions are? Are you aware of your posture? Are you aware of all the different connections and how each of those connections are impacting your postural dysfunctions? The more aware you are of your postural dysfunctions and anything that might be connected to it, the less time it's going to take to achieve your goal. The less aware you are, the more time it's going to take to figure out all those details. So having an awareness of your body, everything that is connected to that, I'm going to go over the rest of the tips so that you can plug those in and get yourself started on the right foot. The second tip is, do you know what the cause is? Is it your job? Do you have chronic pain? Have you had an injury? Do you have a workstation that's not ergonomic? There's different things that may be causing your postural dysfunctions. So knowing what the cause is, in addition to being aware of the different postural dysfunctions you have, super key. The tip I have for you is commitment. You need to know how committed you are to correcting your posture, to sticking with it. It's going to be painful. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have corrective exercises and stretches that are going to be different than just regular stretches. So instead of a yoga class, you're going to be doing stretching that is specific to your postural dysfunctions. Instead of going to the gym and lifting like you normally would, you're going to be doing specific exercises that are corrective to your postural dysfunctions. So it's going to take you a little bit out of the norm, and you want to make sure that you're committed to this. This is going to take commitment and time and discipline and really being all in. If you're not as committed to it, it's going to take longer. With your commitment is time. You want to think about, do I have the time for this? Is it realistic for me to be doing this right now? Am I going to be committed to carve out the time? So people who have more time than others to really dedicate and commit to correcting their posture, it's going to take them less time to achieve the goal. If you don't realistically have the time to put in to practicing those corrective exercises and stretches, or some of the other tips that I'm going to have in a moment, then you're not going to progress as quickly as other people. And it's just as simple as that. So the fourth tip is obstacles. What are the obstacles that may get in the way of you actually practicing and achieving the corrective posture goals that you're looking for? So it could be work, it could be family, it could be children, it could be your weight, it could be stress in your life. There are different factors that are obstacles. If you're around people who have poor posture, it might make it more difficult for you to actually practice good posture around them. You might have people who give you a hard time about always being in good posture. Do you have furniture, chairs that help you to have good posture? Are you a student in school and you're up studying all night and the chair that you have is terrible? These are the kinds of things that you want to consider as obstacles that are going to increase your time of achieving those corrective posture goals, so that you can then consider what you need to do to counter it. Those counter actions are going to be super, super imperative, which is going to take me into the last tip. You want to consider how much you're willing to invest financially in your corrective posture goals. You may need certain things to help you to achieve those corrective posture goals. You might need to work with a posture specialist. You might have to have a posture brace. You might have to have a self-massage Theracane. You might need tennis balls. You might have to get a stability ball or some other exercise equipment. You might need to enroll in a posture program or take some corrective classes that are going to help you to stay accountable either day to day or week to week. If stress is impacting your posture, then you might need to see a therapist to help you to work out some of those issues so that your shoulders aren't raised up to your ears, so you don't have one shoulder forward, so you're not clenching your jaw and tightening your eyebrows, or up on your toes, tight up on your toes, which is going to shorten the muscles in the calves and the Achilles tendon. There are all different ways that stress impacts your posture, and I have a couple of videos on that I will leave up here for you guys to check out at the end of this video. If you have weight issues, you may need to see a nutritionist or a dietitian to help you to decrease the weight so that it's not pressing down on the feet and causing a pronation that's then causing some weakness in the hips and causing some knee problems, which gets you off balance, right? Because bilateral equality of your weight distribution is absolutely critical when it comes to maintaining good posture. I have some videos on that as well that I will leave for you guys. Any other information that I think is pertinent, I will leave in the description box down below, so make sure to check that out. All of those 5 tips are going to help you to determine how long it will take you to achieve your corrective posture goals. I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, happy posturing.